Hey lovelies, this is Bobby and this is just a quick video to talk about the character that I will be trying to build for the Make Your Myth Taker readathon hosted by Frolic Fiction and Shakar. Everything is taking place over on Twitter. I will link absolutely everything below, including the video that explains exactly what this readathon is. I already did my TBR in my previous video. This is just me trying to flesh out my character a little bit with her background and where I want her to go, because I did give myself different paths depending on how far I can get myself through this readathon. We do need to finish 4 books for our actual character to even complete the readathon at all. I added extra traits, which you do once you finish your original 4. I added an extra 4 books, bringing my grand total to 8 books. And depending on how far I go is how far my character makes it as well. I am actually doing part of this readathon with a friend of mine, Emma. We decided to have our characters be tied together. They are going to be cousins. And to do this, because her character is an assassin with Viking lineage, but also who dabbles in witchcraft. To do this, we decided to read a book together. Since we did meet each other in a Facebook group having to do with books, we thought it would be really awesome to bring our characters together with a book as well. We decided to read The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. We both have it. We thought it would be really cool, since we met each other through books and have a connection through books, that our characters would be connected through a book. My character, basically, her family line, or her bloodline, are all witches, and they have always served the royal family. Magic is not allowed to be used unless it is being used for the royal family or anybody they feel is deserving to be allowed to use these witches. I am starting this out with my character as a child. Her grandmother is the one that gets everything kind of rolling. Her grandmother is the one that is currently serving these royal family, as well as her daughter. My character, the granddaughter, is still too young, but the grandmother does not want her granddaughter to be raised in this life of servitude. She wants her to be able to embrace magic, to be able to help others with magic, and to see how beautiful magic can actually be, and it's not just to be used for these bratty royals who only want it so that they can stay young, or whatever other bullshit reason they can come up with. To do this, the grandmother slowly starts to use magic and potions to influence the royals, not to hurt them, but just to open them up to maybe accepting magic more, to being able to letting witches come together and help more, because they feel that they could help more if they were there, they all were able to combine their magic. But the king and queen discover this plot, and they decide to execute the grandmother. The grandmother's sister, as well as her niece, help get her and her daughter and her granddaughter out of the kingdom, and they flee into the forest, where they are in hiding. The king and queen, fearing that all these witches are going to come together, form a coven, and just start terrorizing everybody with their magic, they start sending out witch hunters. The mother is eventually caught and is killed in front of my character. She is very angry and just doesn't understand why this is all happening and why they don't fight back. They have magic, they should be able to fight back, but the grandmother is still just trying to show her that magic should be used for good. She doesn't quite understand, but she does still listen to her grandmother and her aunt. The grandmother and aunt train her as she has more control over magic in general, so they train her in all ways of magic, as well as courtly etiquette. They want her to be able to find a way into the court again, to maybe influence this next generation of royals to hearing out more about magic. Her cousin, who is more adept at potions and loves the martial arts and stuff, since Emma's characters will be eventually a assassin. They train her in that. She's the one that she's a little older than my character, so she's the one that's, she's training to fight so she can protect her cousin. Sorry. They have a very close bond with each other, but their magic is very different from each other. So one is with the potions. Mine is more with the just raw energy of magic. The grandmother's still, their grandmother's still trying to help people go into a village that is being destroyed by a plague or whatnot. We haven't really talked that out yet, but they are eventually discovered. They're using magic to try and help these people, and the grandmothers are executed. This is the last straw for the cousins. They are done. They do not want to use magic to help anybody. They want their revenge. There is no reason that they should have to deal with this when they have all this power inside of them. So the cousins decide that they will get their revenge. Emma's character as an assassin, she plans on infiltrating the royal court as a assassin for working for the king and queen. She is so adept at her fighting styles and everything. But the thing is, with her being so more adept at potions, she's very, very strong at poisons and everything. So she starts wreaking havoc secretly through the court. She's either murdering people or she's poisoning people to open up this the court, the royal court, so that her cousin, my character, can make her way in as pretending to be a lady from a far off land. Using magic, she gets her way into this court as this lady, and she slowly starts wreaking havoc as well, along with her cousin. They decide that they will kill off the king and queen, so that my character will be able to marry the prince. The only thing is, the prince is actually a good person. He does not believe that witches should be killed. No, he doesn't believe anybody should be killed like that. But my character, I don't want her to be a good guy. Like, I do not. I want her, she doesn't care. Like, yeah, it's nice that he wants to help, but he doesn't want to help enough, and she's already lost everything. So she just wants her revenge. So they will work their way, which me and Emma still have to kind of talk out how we want this to happen. But my character will eventually become queen, if I can finish. So this is where my ultimatums for myself came in. If I can finish, my character will become queen, and she will burn this kingdom to the ground or do whatever she plans on doing, because I'm not sure yet where I want her to go. If I do not finish and I at least make it in as a courtier, then I plan for my character. If I do not make it to monarch, she will be discovered hiding as the lady, and she will be executed. So if I do not finish my readathon at my monarch, then my character will be executed. Why not add in a little extra stress on myself? I just love the idea of that, because I feel like it will push me a little more, because I've already felt myself getting kind of attached to this character that I'm creating, and I don't want her to die. I want her to get her revenge on these people, along with her cousin. I haven't actually told Emma about that yet, so if she watches this, she will find out about that, about my character dying. I don't know what she's doing with her characters. Like I said, we just kind of want our characters connected, but not fully, fully tied together, because they are their own and we're all each doing our own thing. So here is to hoping that my character will get her revenge instead of, being executed. Or hey, maybe I won't even make it out of the forest, because if I can make it to exile, that's just giving me my background. If I do finish courtier, then that is where my actual path can go one of two ways, of either death or revenge. Well, thank you for watching. I can't wait to see everybody's characters that they're coming up with. Some people have already started drawing some. I did a quick little avatar dress up for my character, but I wanted to, that's why I ended up just kind of dressing up because it seemed like a lot of fun to do. But that's my character. I hope I can get farther, and like I said, I will be updating more about her story while I do my readathon and seeing how far I actually can make it. So thank you very much for watching. If you are taking part, drop any handles you have below. I'm so new to this and I'm just kind of trying to follow as many people because it really gives me a push to keep going. So thank you so much again. Happy reading.